I've got people all over the world now that are asking, like, hey, just get on a flight and come play Ireland. And I'm like, yeah, man, that'd be really cool, right? But like, that's not going to happen for a while, unfortunately, you know?
Mm.
But how do you reach them? Like, how do you give them something? And outside of merch, it's like they want to see you play live. So we were actually talking the other day and we were saying, how cool would it be? Kind of like during the pandemic, a lot of artists were already doing, you know, buy tickets to our live stream show. And you could just set up cameras and have it all recorded and professionally done. I'm in a recording studio where we could literally
Yeah.
do all of that stuff. So we've already been talking about engineering a live show and filming it and having it be like, hey, you guys, we're not going to be in a room together, but we can do it on social media, you know? I'll sell cheap tickets for it so you don't have to worry about any of that other bullshit. And you can just show up and we can have this together and you guys can see the
Hmm.
music played live, you know? So there are ways that I think you got to start thinking outside the box, you know, in order to continue
Yeah.
to exist, but also give your fan base and your followers and the people that you talk with every day, like how do you give them something to like, because I say all day long to these people, you know, like I really care, but I have to,
Mm.
I always say all day long, I'm saying, you know, I appreciate you or thank you or, you know, and it's like,
Mm.
it's, I gotta start finding ways to really show them. And I like the idea of having like a mailing list and like being able to
Yeah.
send even just a letter, you know, just to be like, here's where I'm at and here's what's going on. And, you know, I might not be able to write back to you like so personally, but like, you know, I'll read whatever you write if it sends you send something to me and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've talked about setting up a PO box, so maybe that's something I'll definitely start
Yeah.
trying to figure out as well. I like that idea.
Yeah. I think with all this technology, I think there's going to be an opposite swing as well of is going to be, it's going to polarize people back to realize some of the things that they've lost and,
Yeah.
people will hopefully try and regain that. I mean, vinyl's still a thing, I find it incredible that vinyl's still a thing after all these years. We've made music so practical and so instantaneous, and yet we'll still love to put on an album. So
Yeah.
so that gives me hope.